Imagine that cozy sensation on a brisk evening or after a demanding day, when all you crave is a touch of warmth and solace. A comforting bowl of warmth, rich creaminess, and pure satisfaction that elevates your mood and makes everything feel just right. For countless individuals, that ultimate comfort food is none other than mashed potatoes. This is the epitome of comfort food. It's the foundation of our upbringing. However, when you begin to adopt a kidney-friendly diet, that once simple, healthy food unexpectedly lands on the avoid list. It can be quite perplexing, can't it? It's simply a vegetable, straight from the earth. What makes this a concern? Today we're here to eliminate the confusion and discover straightforward, safe alternatives that simplify your life. Before we dive in, I have a quick question for you. We'd love to know where you're tuning in from and what time it is on your clock right now. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Your messages resonate with me, creating a sense of connection between us. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and activate the bell icon for updates. With this approach, you'll always stay updated with health tips tailored specifically for seniors like yourself. Let's dive in. Navigating the potato problem can be incredibly frustrating, especially since it often seems like a healthy option. For individuals with perfectly healthy kidneys, it certainly is. Potatoes are rich in vitamins, but they also contain a significant element that requires our utmost attention: potassium. A medium-sized baked potato, complete with its skin, boasts an impressive potassium content of over 900 milligallons. A standard serving of mashed potatoes, even without the skin, can effortlessly reach 600 to 700 milliliters. When you're aiming to keep your daily intake within a specific limit, such as 2,000 milligallons, it's easy to see how a single side dish can throw everything off track. Potatoes truly stand out as one of the top sources of potassium available in any grocery store. I understand exactly what you're feeling, as I've experienced it myself. What about leaching, though? This is the guidance we frequently receive. Simply peel them, chop them into small cubes, and immerse them in a large bowl of water for 4 hours or overnight. After that, drain the water, boil them in fresh water, drain again, and then you're ready to mash them. I gave it a shot. It's known as double boiling. As the practical food guide, I must say, it simply lacks practicality. Initially, it requires extensive planning time. Mashed potatoes aren't something you can simply choose on a whim. Begin the process the evening prior. Additionally, it involves a significant workload and results in considerable chaos. Thirdly, and this is the crucial point, you truly have no clue about the remaining amount of potassium. Has it eliminated 30%? Half? 70%? Research findings are inconsistent and varied. The outcome hinges on the cube size, potato variety, water quantity, and soaking duration. It's purely speculative. I refuse to gamble with my health on mere speculation. I refuse to invest 4 hours in preparing a side dish that could still end up being too high in potassium. It's inconsistent, it's overwhelming, and it strips away the joy from what should be comforting meals. The issue goes beyond the potato itself. It's that the sanctioned way of consuming it is utterly unfeasible for everyday situations. Here we find ourselves facing the ultimate comfort food conundrum. The comfort food we long for, affordable, satisfying, and convenient, has now become a risky choice, and this is where the frustration truly begins. This is the reason it feels so challenging. It's more than just the food, it's all about the significance it holds. Mashed potatoes embody the essence of comfort food. They are the finishing touch that transforms a meal into a satisfying experience. Enjoy a succulent piece of chicken or a tender slice of pot roast. What should be placed alongside it? A delightful serving of creamy mash. It overflows the plate and satisfies your hunger. When you're informed that something is off limits, your immediate reaction is, what alternatives do I have for my meal? Would you like a leaf of lettuce? It leaves you feeling deprived. Let's dive into the emotional aspect. We are all human beings. Eating is more than just fueling our bodies. We indulge in food for solace, for joyous occasions, for cherished memories. Mashed potatoes evoke the warmth of holidays, the comfort of Sunday dinners, and a sense of coziness and safety. Being asked to let go of something can feel like a loss of comfort, as if you're being denied a source of solace. It's truly exasperating. Next, we encounter the two most significant pressures that many of us face. Time is money. Let's get real. A 5-pound bag of potatoes stands out as one of the most affordable purchases you can make. For just a few dollars, it can enhance your meals throughout the week. For those navigating a fixed income or managing a tight budget, potatoes stand out as a reliable staple. They offer a dependable and cost-effective solution to extend your meals. They're a breeze. Boil the potatoes, mash them to perfection, and finish with a generous dollop of butter. Completed. When you're feeling drained and overwhelmed by juggling appointments and adapting to a challenging new diet, the last thing you want is to invest your energy into mastering a complicated and costly cooking method. Explore the options available to you. At this point, it truly becomes disheartening. We all know that feeling. Discover a delicious kidney-friendly mash recipe. Step outside. You buy some strange, expensive new vegetable you've never used. After 45 minutes of preparation, what do you end up with? A dish of tepid, unappetizing gloom. It completely misses the mark of what you were longing for. The texture is quite unusual. It's unexciting. You just invested $8 in it. This highlights the shortcomings of poor choices. It leaves you feeling defeated. Do you understand what I mean? Nothing will ever compare. This cannot be done. I'm faced with a choice: endure tasteless, uninspiring meals, or indulge in some comforting potatoes and take my chances. That's an incredibly difficult and anxiety-inducing decision to face. You're not to blame. Finding a food that meets every requirement is truly a challenge. Deeply fulfilling, absolutely flawless in texture, stuffing, affordable and simple. The issue is deeply rooted in the system. The dietary guidance indicates it's time to halt. Yet your budget, your timeline, your cravings, and your cherished memories all urge you to take the plunge. This is the unrest. We find ourselves torn between a beloved food and an unavoidable restriction, with no practical solution on the horizon. It seems that acceptance of the deprivation is the only way forward. What happens if you don't? It's time for a swap. But a truly exceptional swap. A swap that delivers real practicality is essential. It should clearly be low in potassium. It must be creamy, satisfying, quick, simple, and budget-friendly. For quite some time, I believed this to be a unicorn. It was non-existent. Then I discovered a method that truly delivers results. The answer is, indeed, cauliflower. At this moment, I understand. I understand your thoughts. It seems you're expressing some disbelief. You're expressing that you've given it a shot. I mentioned it to you. It has a liquid consistency. It has a sharp, biting taste. It has an uneven texture. It's definitely not mashed potatoes. You are absolutely correct. If you've experienced cauliflower mash before and found it unappealing, chances are you were given the wrong instructions on how to prepare it. Let's address the issue at hand. Many recipes suggest preparing cauliflower in the same way you would a potato. Start by chopping it into pieces, then simmer it in a large pot of water until tender. Once it's soft, drain the excess water and mash it to perfection. This method for making cauliflower mash is simply not ideal. What's the reason behind this? A potato is packed with starch. While it takes in a bit of water, it's the starch that gives it that delightful fluffiness and thickness. Did you know that cauliflower is composed of over 90% water right from the start, free from starch? When boiled, it transforms into a water-absorbing sponge. It becomes thoroughly saturated with water. What you get is a watery, flavorless letdown of a dish. The answer doesn't lie in a new ingredient. This approach is unique, introducing my delightful twist on a classic, the better cauliflower mash, your go-to for a simple and safe swap. The key insight here is that we will be eliminating water rather than introducing it. Presenting the complete technique, it's incredibly straightforward. To start, avoid boiling. Steam. No need for an elaborate steamer basket here. Simply place your cauliflower florets in a pot with a snug lid and add a splash of water. I'm referring to a quarter of a cup, a perfect amount to coat the bottom and generate steam. Cover it, set the heat to medium, and allow it to cook for 7 to 10 minutes. The steam becomes confined. It cooks the cauliflower to perfection without introducing any additional water. Next, we move on to the dry out phase. This is the crucial element of the entire process. Once the florets are tender, remove the lid and drain any remaining water from the pot. Next, place the empty pot back on the heated burner, but be sure to switch the burner off. Allow it to rest for approximately 60 seconds. Watch as steam gracefully escapes from the pot. That's all the additional surface moisture dissipating. This step is essential for achieving a rich, hearty mash instead of a watery one. The secret to achieving that perfect creaminess. This is how we achieve that rich, creamy texture that potatoes are known for. Potatoes are rich in starch. It's essential to incorporate that rich creaminess. However, we don't require much. 1 tablespoon of cream cheese is my secret weapon. Rich and creamy, full-fat cream cheese. A tablespoon of sour cream can also be a great addition. Or perhaps just a tablespoon of high-quality unsalted butter. This small addition brings the fat and richness that deceives your mind into believing this is a hearty, starchy, and comforting meal. It's a small enhancement that delivers an incredible texture reward. The flavor is the fourth element to consider. We enhance its flavor. A generous, robust pinch of black pepper. A dash of garlic powder. Definitely not garlic salt. Only the powder. Consider adding a sprinkle of dried chives. But wait, there's more. What's the most useful aspect? No need to purchase a fresh, pricey head of cauliflower. For optimal results, use a 12 or 16-ounce bag of frozen cauliflower florets. You can find it in the freezer aisle of every store. It's affordable, frequently more affordable than fresh options. No preparation needed. Simply open the bag and pour its contents into the pot. The entire process, from beginning to end, requires just 10 minutes. It's quicker than preparing instant potatoes from a package. Now let's take a closer look at the comparison. On one hand, a potato mash that has been leached for 4 hours, leaving the potassium content entirely uncertain. On the flip side, there's a creamy, savory mash that's not only dependable, but also quick to prepare in just 10 minutes, costs around $2, and boasts an impressively low potassium content. This delicious cauliflower mash contains under 300 milligrams of potassium per cup. That's an enormous, tremendous victory. Here lies the answer. It's quick. It's affordable. It's simple. It truly is a delight to the taste buds. With the technique in hand, it's time to bring everything together. Let me guide you through the practical application of this 10-minute recipe, step by step, as if you were preparing it in real time. All right, let's dive in. I'm standing by my stove. I've got my pot ready. Here it is, a standard 12-ounce bag of frozen cauliflower florets, straight from the freezer. First, I'm pouring a small amount of water into my pot. It's clear that it's just a light layer at the bottom, probably around 3 or 4 tablespoons. That's everything we require. Step 2. I'm tearing open the bag of frozen cauliflower and pouring it all in. Skip the thawing and chopping. Simply toss it in. Step 3. Secure the lid. This is essential. It's essential to capture the steam. I'm setting the heat to medium-high. Now, we enter the waiting phase. Let it steam for approximately 8 to 10 minutes. Please go ahead and set the table. You'll recognize it's ready when a gentle poke with a fork reveals a floret that's perfectly tender. Hold on. 8, 10 minutes. Step 4. All right, let's take a look. I'm prodding a section. Absolutely. Exquisitely tender. It's time for the crucial step. Remove the lid. I'm emptying out the last remnants of water. Simply tilt the pot over the sink. The water has been completely drained. The burner may be off, but the coil remains hot to the touch. I'm placing the pot directly back on that sizzling burner. I'm allowing it to rest for a minute. Observe the steam ascending. That's just the excess water evaporating away. Discover the secret behind our irresistibly thick and creamy mash. Step 5. The magic awaits. It's been a moment. It's time to incorporate the exciting elements. I'm incorporating 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter along with my personal favorite, 1 tablespoon of plain cream cheese. Step 6. It's time to infuse some flavor. A generous sprinkle of freshly ground black pepper. I enjoy a generous amount of pepper, along with approximately a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder. Keep in mind, it's powder, not salt. Step 7. The concluding step. A standard potato masher will do the job perfectly. It may have a touch of rustic charm, but my absolute favorite tool is an immersion blender, if you happen to have one on hand. A handheld immersion blender. I'm placing it directly into the pot. In just 30 seconds, it achieves a flawless finish. Take a moment to appreciate that. Watch as I lift the spoon. See that? It has a rich texture. It maintains its form perfectly. This is not your average watery soup. That's an absolutely delightful, velvety mash. All right, here comes the true challenge. Let's grab a spoonful. That's absolutely fantastic. The dish bursts with savory notes from the pepper and garlic. The richness comes from that touch of cream cheese. The texture is incredibly satisfying. It truly hits the mark for comfort food. Yearning. When you're at the store, navigating your buyer's guide is a breeze. Head over to the freezer section. Pick up a bag of frozen cauliflower florets from your favorite brand. Next, make your way to the dairy aisle and grab a block of plain cream cheese. Review the ingredients. Milk, cream, salt, and culture come together to create a delightful blend of flavors. That's everything you desire. Steer clear of products containing phosphate additives whenever possible. And there you have it. A quick and simple shopping list for a side dish that's quicker, simpler, and more globally friendly than potatoes. These simple changes can be effortless and rewarding. It should be simple and affordable. Discover clever, practical techniques that restore the flavors and textures you adore. Free from concern. Indulge in satisfying and delicious comfort food that warms the soul. This serves as undeniable evidence. You've got this, and you're not facing it by yourself. If this video has resonated with you, show your support by hitting the like button, sharing it with someone special, or dropping a comment with a simple one. If you're ready to embark on this journey together, delving into health, healing, and enriching your golden years, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for updates. Each week, I'll be here alongside you, serving as a reminder that we are very much alive.